Hello! Once again, I am the Shaz here for an instant analysis. The cards just got card information just got released 40 minutes ago as of right now. So it's time for my first look at the new FES cards. SR-wise, Eno Ishun Kanata, pure attribute voltage type, pretty good base appeal. I must say, pretty good base appeal. Voltage boost tap active, self appeal buff passive. Live show active is horrible. But I mean, this is a decently okay SR. Kimi no Hito Chika, natural attribute skill type. Massive tech value for an it's a very big tech value for an SR. This though is so weird. An increase to crit rate for 5 notes when you switch strategies applies to only same attribute cards. It's so weird. I don't know what this would be good for. Unless there's an SBL crit MVP or something. That's the only way this thing is even sort of viable, but even then it's it's awful. I don't know why I'm trying to justify it. Anyway, first you are third Fest Pana. Elegant attribute, oh fuck. Elegant attribute SP tile, oh fuck. $13,922, 6426, 15,350 are her base stats at max limit break. Gauge filler, max 9%. 4.2% and 2.1% technique increases at max skill level to all cards. And she has the second Fest Rina, third Fest Nico LSA. Yeah, it as Hot Rod says in the chat, it's basically a second Fest Rina clone. The appeal plus tech value is a very big eye-opener. But and mind you, Pana has had 3 Fest cards, 2 of which are in the elegant attribute. If those of you may not remember, Pana's first Fest card was an elegant attribute SK type that was actually awful. I still think though, with the amount of energy and candies and gems that people have, if you have Party Kanata or Party Umi, both of those cards are significantly better than this, I think, because and this is just my own kind of personal opinion, that if you only start to buff the girls once they get a good card, right? So let's take the elegant attribute fillers, the good ones anyway, or even half decent ones. First Fest Ellie, Party Umi, Party Kanata, right? By this point now, you would have raised their bond levels and their bond boards so high without having, unless you're a Pana Oshi, put significant resources into getting Pana's board up getting her bond levels up and all of that kind of thing. So even with bond levels and bond boards, even with Pana's stats, you're probably better off running Kanata and Umi, to be perfectly honest. Now, if we were to check, right? If we were to check really quick by card search, and if we were to go search by URs, elegant attribute, SP types, and then we sort by fill SP gauge by a percentage, right? Because that's what those cards do. And sort by max appeal, high to low. Okay. So Pana has actually, stat-wise, she is the best appeal-wise. She beats out Umi by 1500 appeal and 900 tech. She beats out Kanata by 1900 base appeal, but loses tech. It's very, very close. But as you can see, like, the trade-off with the base appeal is the passive, right? The ability to get, right? Let's say you are running Party Umi and Party Kanata, right? And let's say you put 4 medium attributes on each, okay? So that's 8 medium attributes. That's already a 16% appeal increase. Maxed out Umi gives you 16 plus 6.5. That's 22.5. With Kanata, that's another one. So another 6.5. It takes you up to a 29% appeal increase. And having to give up .3% when, like I said, you already have most of you. Oh, I don't want to say most of you. There's going to be a lot of you that follow the thing of, let me power up my strong cards, right? Which is a good way to think, right? Let me try to buff up my strong cards first. Then I can work on kind of secondary characters, right? And I think a lot of people are going to have put so much effort into Umi and Kanata if they have both. Especially with Kanata having, you know, her first Fest card, which is pretty much a staple in Advanced Plus. Well, it used to be specifically only Advanced Plus, but now can even be good for regular Advanced maps with the 100k tap cap. You know, so you get a lot of Kanata usage. In the Elegant attribute, these two cards are absolutely bonkers together. Now, could you make an argument to run all three, right? Pana, Umi, Kanata, of course, right? But the person that would be benefiting the most wouldn't be Kanata, who has the lowest base appeal, or Umi, who has the lower tech of the three. The person that would benefit the most is Pana, right? Because she would already hop in there with a 29% appeal increase, in addition to a possible 12.2% appeal increase at max limit break, and with 4 mediums, either strategy or attributes. So, you know, that takes it up to 41%, which is a lot. But this The Pana is basically for the people that, or it should be more so for the people that don't have Umi or Kanata. And by Umi or Kanata, I mean both of them. If you have one of them, this is skippable. You put yourself really behind the 8-ball in elegant attribute songs. But if you have at least one, it is skippable to me. Okay? Then the second UR is third Fest Setsuna. Oh, I forgot to show the idolized art, which is very cute. Fits the Pana motif. Oh. This is so mean. This is so mean. Are you freaking kidding me? For those of you that don't understand why I am so up in arms, I guess, let us zoom in. Ha! What is that keychain in Setsuna's hand? What is that keychain in Setsuna's hand? Oh. Oh. Yeah. And okay, it's funny that both Hot Rod and Marth say I didn't even notice that when that was the very first thing that jumped out to me looking at this unidolized art. Anyway, Setsuna gets another active attribute voltage type card. Hello? Max base appeal 15,129, stamina whatever, tech 13,019. Okay. I will say this though. This Fest card actually is better than her first one. And I'll explain why. Tap active. 9% for the next 5 notes applies to the card's strategy. Passive. Appeal up 7%, tech up 3.5% card's strategy. Okay? Then, the tap active. On tap, this card's turn adds 7.5% of this card's appeal to voltage. Now, do you see something missing off of this live show active skill? I see a very, very glaring omission, which is oh yeah, I actually can't find it, which actually is this part right here. This live show active is not a chance to go off. It is essentially a second tap active. So the way you have to view this card, because the live show active is guaranteed every single time Setsuna taps, the way you have to look at this card is it is a 100% chance to add 7.5% of the card's appeal as voltage, with a 33% chance of a 9% appeal increase for the next 5 notes. It is a very, very long-winded way of basically doing a hybrid tap active. And by long-winded meaning, right, I think people would get a little too upset if you were to do like a hybrid tap active that's one part of the tap active is 100% and it's guaranteed every time she taps, and then the other part of the tap active is only a standard 33% tap active. It would break too many people's brains and people wouldn't understand it. Having it listed this way, I think, is a little bit better. But now I think this is a lot better way to go about the card, and it makes this particular card really something you want to kind of look at for active attribute, advanced plus, or challenge songs like, I don't know, Chase. Right, because you guys got to remember, we get Chase Plus soon. So don't be surprised if Chase Plus is some like ridiculous, you need active attribute voltage types, and there's like a Niji buff / debuff, and you're basically kind of pigeonholed into like running 2 Setsunas. I wouldn't be surprised. There's like a bajillion active voltage cards. Yeah, there are. But I mean, this, remember, right, for the longest time, you know, for the longest time, Setsuna was, right, she was the end-all, be-all voltage queen, right? Nobody could touch her in base appeal, and everybody, you know, when the game first came out, it was like, you know, once the Festina banner came out, you know, people were under the impression that, oh my god, if I don't have Festina, I'm screwed. Which is definitely not the case anymore. But yeah, Setsuna gets another active attribute voltage type card that at the time of its release is pretty darn good. Now, that's just my opinion. You know, I love seeing the opinions of other people in the comments section, because who knows, I could be way the hell off and I won't know, because unless I pull this on a daily, I'm not gonna get it. So in summary, if you are lacking both Party Umi and Party Kanata, and you want a, like, ridiculously strong elegant attribute filler, and you have the gems, pull for the Pana. And maybe you get the Setsuna as just kind of like a bonus. Both cards are good. I personally am not spending my gems on them because I ran out. But you know, they're both good grabs. I will remind everybody watching this video, though, we are coming up on the end of the year, which means in about 2 months' time, yeah, 2 months' time, we'll be getting JP's 4th anniversary. So if you're in a kind of iffy place with gems, like I would say anywhere in like the 5, 6, 7,000 range, because you've been saving up to try to get a like a 3rd Fest Dia or something. Which, yeah, I know it's kind of sucky that they don't have a Dia Fest card for her birthday, but if you've been saving, you may want to continue saving because we don't know what we're getting for 4th Annie yet. So that, and we don't know how good the anniversary banners and stuff are gonna be, if they're gonna be complete garbage or if they're actually gonna be pretty decent. So if you are in that kind of in-between range, I would say it might be better to hold off because these cards could easily come back around for 4th Annie if we're lucky. But even so, again, if you have Umi or Party Umi and Party Kanata, you can skip. If you don't and you have a spark, you might want to consider getting this Pana. Anyway, that's going to be it for us. Feel free to join us here on Twitch, twitch.tv/IamTheShaz. And yeah, I've been taking to playing Dota 2 in between bouts of SBL and voltage ranking and all that kind of stuff. So if you're a Dota 2 enjoyer and you want to see what the bottom of the barrel MMR looks like, feel free to come watch because I'm currently suffering at 600 something MMR because I've lost like a couple hundred since I recalibrated. Until next time, take it easy, have a wonderful, safe, happy new year, and we'll see you all later. Bye!